In a landmark order, the Karnataka High Court has allowed the framing of charges against a husband in a case of marital rape. Marital rape, remember, is not yet a criminal offence in India despite years of a campaign against it. The Karnataka High Court today, in this very landmark case, has actually noted that the institution of marriage doesn't confer any special male privilege or license for unleashing of a brutal beast. They've also further clarified that a brutal act of sexual assault on a wife against her consent by a husband can be a rape. Let's go right across to Arvind Gunasekar, who's tracking the details of this story. Arvind, you've read this order in detail. Can you break it down for us?
Rishika, the Karnataka High Court in a landmark judgment has allowed the husband to be tried for rape. This is a landmark judgment in the context of the marital rape, though the exemption given under the rape law, that is under section IPC 375, that is being adjudicated by the Delhi High Court, but the Karnataka High Court, going into the facts of a case that was before them, has actually allowed framing of charges, the rape charges against the husband based on the complaint of the wife. The wife had filed an FIR against the husband for alleging rape, and that the Karnataka police, after a detailed investigation, has also filed a charge sheet in this particular case. But the husband had moved the Karnataka High Court challenging the framing of charges under section 376, that is the punishment for rape, saying that the section 375 gives exemption for the husbands. But the Karnataka High Court, going into the facts of the case, has allowed the husband to be tried for rape under section IPC of 376 based on the complaint of the wife. Like you mentioned, while allowing this particular husband to be tried under rape law, the High Court has also made in the context of the marital rape, wherein the High Court has said that institution of marriage does not confer any special male privilege or license for unleashing of a brutal beast. The High Court has also gone on to say that a brutal act of sexual assault on the wife against her consent, albeit by the husband, cannot but be termed to be a rape. So the High Court has made it very clear the husband in this particular case cannot seek exemption or the protection under section IPC of 375, but whereas he has to be tried for rape. So that's a very important judgment that has been given by the Karnataka High Court, and the Karnataka High Court has also said that we have not gone into this exemption given under the husbands overall. That is for the legislature to ponder over this, but based on this particular facts of the case, we are allowing the trial court to proceed by framing of charges, that rape charges against the husband in this particular case.
Very important that the court there is allowed for framing of charges in this case. Of course, whether or not finally he's convicted or not, that's a secondary issue. But the fact that the court has allowed for framing of charges in a case of marital or alleged marital rape in itself, is extremely, extremely important, given the fact that marital rape in India is not a criminal offence under the IPC. Thanks, Arvind, for joining us with the very latest